Welcome to Blood in the Snow Radio, where we give you the latest news and interviews with the best in Canadian genre cinema. Here are your hosts, Robert Bellamy and Festival Director Kelly Michael Stewart.
And we are still here at Blood in the Snow 2023, and if you could please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Robin Careless.
Yes, and you're here with a really cool short film.
Thank you. Yeah, it's called Sanguine. It's the story of a date that goes really wrong.
Yes. Yes, like that sums it up perfect.
Yeah.
Where did the idea for that one come from?
So it came about in a kind of counterintuitive way. We had the last short that we did was with the same group of actors, and we shot that in 2020 right before lockdown, and we premiered it at Blood in the Snow 2021, and it got really well received, but it was like 17 minutes, and so we ran into a lot of problems getting it programmed places just because that's a long time for a short.
Yes.
And so we learned so much about, just doing festival runs and making stuff that we wanted to do it again with the same group. And so we started noodling on what we could do with that. And then the thing that really we came down to was keeping the audience on its toes. So we try to, roughly every 3 minutes in Sanguine, like something big happens. And so, we kept shifting the dynamic and sort of playing with that. And yeah, just kind of trying to see where we could go next with it that you wouldn't necessarily see coming. So
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Now, which one did you release in 21?
Escape a Ghost Story. It's about a haunted escape room where the staff has to close. Yeah, we were in the Mournful Mediums block.
Yes, I do remember that one. That was fun.
Thank you.
That was fun. But you're right. Sometimes length can kill a short.
Yeah, it was funny when we did Horror Hound in Cincinnati with Escape, and I was on a panel, and the programmer of the festival described it as almost unprogrammably long, and then we won Best Short at that festival, so that was like a real 1-2 affirmation.
Well, that's just it. If it's there, people will try and program it as much as they can.
Yeah.
But if you're in that gray middle,
It's just long.
yeah, we've always found like the sweet spots between 8 and 10 minutes.
Yep.
And Sanguine, I think it falls right in there, doesn't
It's
it?
just over. We really tried. I'm obnoxiously verbose. And so when we originally went into it, we were like, we're going to do it 5 minutes. And we did. And the first draft was 5 minutes. And I sent it to the actors. And one of them, David, sent me back an email that just said, "Where's the fun?" Because we'd pared it down so much, it was just bones and gristle, and there was no life to it. There's no real interest, and so we went back and fleshed it out and added a lot of the fun, banter and dialogue that I think makes the movie really fun. And so we ended up after credits at 11 minutes and 23 seconds, just over that 10-minute mark, but I think it was worth it. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's so cool because, like you said, it's that date gone wrong where. In the beginning opening, I love how they get kidnapped, and she's like, "What? You guys are insane! What's going on?" And I love that side of it. Now, when you're writing this kind of thing, what do you draw on? Because I don't believe you've been abducted during a date.
I have not been. So part of the inspiration was actually the actor who plays the woman who gets kidnapped, Victoria. Like I said, I've known her for a while now, and I saw this audition piece that she'd done doing a monologue from Joker, where in one monologue she shifted from sad to manically happy to this very cold, sort of disconnected, desensitized, sort of sinister element. And I thought that was really interesting, and so we really wanted to give her opportunities to really showcase just this huge range of emotions, which then played in really well for that like continuing turn of like, oh, it's actually a very different direction, and for the next 3 minutes it's the same but very different, and so that was fun. And then just sort of building it up, and I think my love of horror movies, and we were definitely inspired by the opening of the Evil Dead remake, which is a controversial statement, but I think that opening's fun. And stuff like that.
I find that's going to be like the prequels for Star Wars.
Yeah.
They were hated when they came out, but now they're like the sacred text.
Exactly.
Yeah. And because I'm on your boat. Yeah. I did not mind it at all.
That was fun.
You know. But with this particular film then, what are your plans with it? Is this something where you see it's done or expandable?
So it's very fun that you asked that. So we're actually we've got a bunch of irons in the fire. The next thing we're hoping to do is a feature, but in the next couple of years we're looking to develop a series about vampires. And so I think because we've got the first season broken, and I think episode 8 is functionally an hour-long version of Sanguine in terms of like that arc kind of expanded out. So we are hoping to use this as part of like a pitch package for a proof of concept for the show.
So you still get to do your long short, but this is the bite size.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Pardon the pun.
No, I like it.
So now, what have you done previous? I know we talked about
Yeah.
the escape room and stuff like that. But
Yeah, so I've been making shorts for 20 years. Well, shorts and I've made a feature. And so I made a bunch of shorts when I was young, and then when I was 23, I made a feature for $1,000. And to quote my writing partner, it's really pretty good. But we were all in our early 20s and had no money, and so it turned out like it turned out pretty good, but I wasn't where I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And I'm a very anxious and self-conscious sort of person, so I because I just put my own money into it, I kind of backburnered it, and so it's done, but like we didn't do anything other than like private screenings of it. And so then we sort of went back to the drawing board and kind of reassessed what we wanted to be making, and then my day job is making costumes and props for film and television. So
Okay.
I got really swamped with like my day job work, and then when we got back to it, my co-writer and I, Dale, wrote Escape, and then so from 2020, it's kind of been like a real reset of what our goals and sort of approaches are. So yeah, we did Escape, and then we're Sanguine now.
I've noticed the blip has kind of altered people's courses.
It really has.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good hard look at what you want in your life.
Exactly. Redefine. And with a gentleman I just spoke to, he was doing sketch comedy.
Yeah.
And because of the blip and doing everything across, they went to animation because they could change it.
Yeah.
So it forces you to rethink.
Exactly. Well, and the thing that I think really served well for us was finding the like, and it's such like a stereotypical film thing, but like finding the things that we have like within our grasp and finding the depths that we can get in it. So like my feature was a neo-noir, whodunit sort of twisty turny kind of movie, but it's really hard to convince someone that the 20-year-old is a really weary, grizzled detective, right? So instead we're now doing movies where it's like, yeah, I can believe that these two people are on a date and then it goes poorly, or like The Escape Room, I can believe these three people are really burnt out working with the public, and so yeah, it's about picking your battles in like a sensible way. I think a lot of people take it to mean like, oh, just give up and like a very bleak fatalist sort of kill your babies way, but I think it's just a matter of picking your battles in a clever fashion.
Well, and that's the difference between filming and passion projects.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm so glad that Sanguine was in here. That was so much fun.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's cool. I was so anxious going into it because this was our world premiere. So it's always one of those things that like I like it. I'm vain, but you worry that it won't connect.
And you get biased too because you're the filmmaker. You're
Absolutely.
So.
Oh yeah. Well, one of my favorite moments was after the screening. One of my producers came up to me and was like, I'm really glad I got to see this with an audience because I've seen it about 300 times and I'm so sick of this movie and I forgot how much fun it is. And then, watching it with an audience and getting the laughs and getting the screams and all that, like that, it really reinvigorates you.
Oh, absolutely. Any plans in the future work coming up?
Yeah. So we are, we're going to tour Sanguine. But yeah, we're putting together a feature that is, I've been describing it as Knives Out meets Scream with a dash of House on Haunted Hill for flavor.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So we're done the script on that. We're just finishing the sizzle reel for it, and then we're putting it together for
that's
for
excellent.
Shooting. So yeah,
that I'm excited for.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Especially after watching Sanguine.
Yeah, and we're bringing those actors back hopefully, and we've got like a wish list of the other people we want in it to kind of flesh out. So
excellent.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the festival.
Thank you so much.
And if you ever want to pop back on the show, let us know.
I'd love to. I love talking about myself. I'm very vain.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Join us next time for Blood in the Snow Radio. Bits Radio is a production of Three Evil Cats Productions in association with the Blood in the Snow Canadian Film Festival. For more information and to listen to other episodes, visit bloodinthesnow.ca and tweet us at BitsFilmFest. Music by Jan Gorman, produced and edited by Kelly Michael Stewart. I am